Hey everyone, I'm back. I'm at work and I wanted to kind of go over something I see on the internet all the time where a lot of people just don't have real clear answers on. And it comes down to propane tanks, specifically your grill cylinders, your 20 pounders. They always come with the stickers on them, where they tell you they need to be properly purged. And what does that actually mean? And what it means is it needs to be completely removed of air and moisture. Now, 20 pounders, historically speaking, when the company receives them, they don't come under a vacuum, meaning in the absence of air. A lot of our bigger tanks, like what you see over here, the 100 gallon tanks, most of the time those come to us in a vacuum. And now a lot of 20 pounders are also starting to come in a vacuum. But when you're at a fill station, getting your new 20 pounder, a lot of these fill stations aren't equipped with the mechanism to remove air from a 20-pound cylinder. The proper purging technique of any cylinder that has air in it is you have to bring it up to 15 pounds of pressure and release it 5 times. And they deem that to give the proper mixture of air to propane and lessen it each time to be deemed safe. Now, there's a few reasons why you want to be properly purged. And there's a few reasons why. When you have air in the tank, it also means that you've introduced moisture, and that can, make the inside of your steel cylinder rust. Now, rust is a scent inhibitor for the ethyl mercaptan, the smell they put in propane. So if you have a lot of rust in the tank and you have a leaky propane tank, there's a chance that you may not be able to smell it, and it's called odorant fade. The other reason is air and propane compress differently. So if you got a real hot day, or, your grill was really hot, and you really increase the temperature of your propane tank, there's a much higher chance of a pressure buildup in the relief going off. And if you're cooking underneath the grill, that could be a real hazard. So I just kind of wanted to go over the proper purging of tanks. Most of the time, your 20-pound cylinders are supposed to be filled by weight. They do have OPD valves on them, which are called overfill protection devices, but they should never be used as a source of shutting off because those can fail. So they should always be filled by weight, or they have these dip tubes on them, which indicate the correct fill amount. So sometimes when you see someone, and I'll show you right here, on this tank right here, you can see there's a little screw. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little screw right there, and when you undo that, there's a weep hole under here, and there's an actual tube that dips down in the tank to the accurate fill level. So you open it up while you're filling, and when you start seeing liquid come out, that's how you know when to shut it off. And I see a lot of the arguments online, people are like, oh, it's wasted propane. And the amount you're losing, you're literally talking about cutting pennies into fractions. It's nothing. Liquid propane, and I have to go back to the book to this, but I believe 1 unit of liquid vaporizes into like 270 parts of vapor. So when you're filling it, it's literally nothing. So yeah, that's kind of the short and sweet of propane tank grill cylinders. If you have any questions, drop them down below and I'll try to address them. Thanks.